start. Song Zuer and Liu Yuning's first meeting in a joint drama project became the starting point that shook the entertainment industry. Many did not expect that the two stars with different backgrounds were able to create such intense chemistry in just a few days of filming. Zuer, who was known to be cheerful and energetic, seemed to be very close to Yuning, who was calm and calm. Behind the scenes, they are caught on camera laughing together, teasing each other, and sharing food like old friends just reunited. "I guess she'll be hard to work with because she's a singer," Zuer said in an interview, chuckling. It turns out that he is actually very attentive and has a strong sense of drama. Yun didn't hesitate to praise his co-star. "Zuer has an aura. He knows when to joke and when to focus. It really helped create a connection between us." Behind the scenes of Never Ending. Unlike the other co-stars who are awkward outside the scene, Zuer and Yuning actually seemed to get closer when the camera stopped turning. Some of the staff even admitted that they often saw the two still sitting close together during breaks, sharing drinks and fixing each other's costumes. "The chemistry is not made up. We can feel it even when they're not acting," said a production crew member. There was one moment that caused a stir among fans, when Yuning spontaneously sheltered Zuer in his suit when it suddenly rained during an outdoor shoot. The video went viral, and the hashtag #UningZuerReal immediately trended on various platforms. Romantic scenes that are too real. When their first kiss scene aired, many viewers felt the scene was too real for an act. The look in their eyes, the way Zuer gently touched Yuning's face, and the way Yuning looked at him as if forgetting that they were filming, it all felt like a private moment captured on camera. The drama director finally opened his voice. "I didn't give much direction to the scene. I just said, let your feelings do the talking, and they did it amazingly. I was silent as I watched it from the monitor." Signs in the eyes of fans. Their every move began to be analyzed by fans. From clothes that look the same, Instagram posts that have a similar feel, to sweet comments on social media. Fans started calling them the Zuning couple, and created a dedicated fanbase that only focused on the interaction of the two of them. "They are like two pieces of a puzzle that finally meet," one fan wrote on Weibo. "No need for them to announce their relationship. Just look them in the eye when they are together." Compact in professionalism. Even so, both Zuer and Yuning always maintain professionalism in front of the public. They still refer to each other as good colleagues, although many do not believe it is just a formal statement. "We want to focus on our work, not gossip," Yuning said when asked about her close relationship with Zuer. However, their small gestures always prove otherwise. Such as when Yuning is seen holding Zuer's hand secretly behind the camera during heavy scenes, or when Zuer always praises Yuning's voice quality and even re-sings her solo songs on live broadcasts. An unforgettable special moment. One of the most memorable moments was during their drama wrap-up party. In the video, Zuer is seen giving Yuning a personal gift, a pair of special limited edition earphones with the initials ZY and YN engraved on them. "Let you always remember our voices when filming together," Zuer said with a shy smile. Yuning looked surprised and immediately hugged Zuer briefly, a hug that later became a highlight because it was so warm and sincere. Media and industry response. The media began to discuss how much both have great potential to become a golden couple in the entertainment world. Other directors began vying to offer projects that brought them back together. "There's a natural chemistry that can't be taught, and they have it," says one well-known producer. Unanswered questions. Until now, there has been no official confirmation of their relationship. But one thing is clear, every time Zuer and Yuning are on the screen, something magical always happens. Their chemistry not only sells on screen, but also touches the hearts of audiences with an authenticity that is rarely found. Is this just a very perfect professional cooperation? Or is there a love that grows secretly behind the scenes? The question is still hanging around, but for fans, the answer is already in their eyes every time they look at each other. Unforgettable scene footage. One of the most viral footage is the scene when Zuer's character falls ill and Yuning's character takes care of him in a cramped room. In the scene, Yuning gently fed Zuer, held his hand, and wiped the sweat on his forehead. The worried look he showed really made the audience forget that it was just acting. It's not a script. The movement of his hand gently touching my cheek? It was spontaneous, Zuer said in a behind-the-scenes interview. International reaction. Their chemistry transcends borders. International fans from Korea, Japan, Thailand, and Europe make edits to videos, fan art, and special threads to discuss their interactions. They have natural intimacy. It doesn't feel acted at all, wrote one Twitter user from the Philippines. Several international media outlets also covered, referring to the two as Asia's rising romantic duo. Sweet jealousy. In one variety show promoting their drama, Yuning was jokingly asked by the host, "What if Zuer had a real partner?" Yuning's face instantly turned serious before she replied, "As long as he's happy. Though I'll still want to know who he is." Zuer, who was sitting next to him, laughed while gently elbowing Yuning, melting the atmosphere. This moment became a fan favorite who referred to it as a moment of silent jealousy. Further projects and expectations of fans. With their success, many producers wanted to reunite Zuer and Yuning in a new project. Rumors say that the two will return to play opposite each other in a drama with a more intense historical setting. "We would love to work together again. It feels like going home if one frame with him," said Yuning. Fans have created an online petition in support of the project. The hashtag Zuer Reunion even went trending within an hour of the project being leaked. Behind tenderness, there is commitment. Not many people know that the two often have long discussions after filming. They discussed the script, deepened the characters, even reminded each other of the schedule. "He's a very supportive person. Sometimes I doubt my performance, but he always says, 'Calm down, we can pass it together,'" said Zuer. The end of a story or a new beginning. Now that their drama is over and the public's attention has been drawn to their closeness, the big question arises. Will this end as a mere behind-the-scenes story, or will their story continue in the real world? No one knows for sure. But one thing is undeniable. Zuer and Liu Yuning's chemistry and harmony have left a deep impression that will be timeless. And for the fans, whatever the end may be, they will always be a couple who managed to create a miracle, both on the screen and in the hearts of the audience.